it's flat, and then will go up at some point. So when does that U-shaped recovery start, if that's what you believe in? We certainly think that that we're in a U-shaped recovery. Most economists are predicting on the back half of the year that we'll see GDP grow by about 2%. So good indication, but what is the Fed prepared to do? And I think they're prepared to start taking more aggressive action at the end of this year. And most economists believe that the recovery won't begin in earnest until 2011, 2012. So what does that mean for the job side? I think that the news is pretty good. Usually following these deep depressions, we have strong recoveries at the other side. I think most people are saying that this is going to be a very gradual recovery, kind of consistent with the U-shape. Now, we were losing jobs at a rate of about 660,000 a month. That is down a third to about 200,000 a month. What, again, the economists that we're looking at are saying is that jobs should actually start growing in the back half of 2010. And what they're saying is that we'll get back about 50,000 to 100,000 jobs a month. So good indicators and that sort of thing. But as we go through the rest of the questions, and I won't try to talk about everything right now, I think it will be sector specific, right? So again, as we look at the macro trends, we didn't see a massive overfiring like sometimes you see in a recession. We saw selective pruning. So I think as we go back, it's probably fair to think about this in context, but there'll be certain sectors that do better than others. Service, healthcare, sectors that produce goods, probably not as good. What are the last two components in our mind? Healthcare. We see the debate going on in Washington right now. We certainly are impacted by that. And we're trying to think about how that will affect our profitability. I think that what all of us need to think about, and even as small business owners, is what is the overhang of that? I talked to our company, lots of business owners around the country at this point, and they're saying, well, I don't know what to do, so I am a little reluctant to grow jobs, what we talked about, because I don't know the cost of healthcare and how all this stuff is going to play out. So I certainly think that there's a healthcare overhang on top of the market, and that's not a great thing. I think that the last thing that could be good for us is what's going to happen with the rest of the stimulus money. I think for the first half of the stimulus money, the grade that this administration got has not been great because it hasn't produced measurable bounce back. I think what they're trying to take the rest of the money and do is put it into business, and if you create business, you create jobs. I think that the story's still out on that, but in our opinion, we do see great signs going for the rest of the year, although modest. 2011 and 12 should pick up, and if the stimulus can work in the right way, we can see some job creation. But the job creation, we think, will be sector-specific. Services and healthcare should be big beneficiaries.
Great. Would anybody else like to respond to that?